There's 100 places you could have gone instead of showing up for Facebook Live. You could have read a book or played a game, take a walk or gone for a drive. You could have cooked a meal from a new recipe, text your apology, but you showed up for me, and I like it. There's 100 things you could have done, and say you just lost track of time. You could have dyed your hair or wrote a song, watched some Netflix, Hulu or Prime. You could have done a webinar or a Zoom somewhere, text next time maybe, but you showed up for me, yes, and I like it. You showed up for me, and I like it. Welcome to Live Your Bloom, Music in Bloom. I'm sorry. Thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to switch the mode over here so I can see who's coming right here. You can see who my friends are. Comments. Yeah. So it's warming up outside. It's starting to become spring. That's what it feels like. And it feels like we're starting to enter this thing called a new normal, which is that we're coming back to life. Going out. Of course, we have to wear a mask to protect ourselves, but we're starting to go out, support the local businesses. And that's why my guests tonight are two members of that particular community. The theme is to persevere no matter what, push yourself through. My first couple of songs here are about, well, actually, they were requests. That's what they were. The first one is a song by Duke Ellington. Lyrics, Eddie DeLange and Irving Mills. It's one of my favorite songs. In my solitude, you haunt me. With dreadful ease of days gone by. In my solitude, you taunt me with memories that never die. I sit in my chair, filled with despair. There's no one could be so sad. With gloom everywhere, I sit and I stare. I know that I'll soon go mad. In my solitude, I'm praying. Dear Lord up above, send back my love. despair. There's no one could be so sad, so sad. With gloom everywhere, I sit and I stare. I know I'll soon go mad in my solitude. I'm praying, dear Lord up above, send back my love. I do love that song because I do love the standards, as you know, and I love Duke Ellington, just a sheer genius. So if ever you have a request of a particular song you want to hear, especially if it's a standard, I would like to do it for you. And this song was also a request, and it's perfect for this time of year. We'll gather lilacs in the spring again and walk together down a shady lane until our hearts have learned to sing again. When you come home once more, and in the evening by the fire's glow, you'll hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I want to know when you come home once more. And in the evening by the fire's glow, you'll hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I want to know when you come home again. So clearly a song about missing somebody that you love. Here's another song about spring. This one is from a musical called State Fair, 1945, Oscar Hammerstein and Richard Rodgers. The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I want a lot of things I've never had before. It's just like my mama says. I sit around and mope, pretending that I am so wonderful, and knowing I'm just a dope. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever. Oh, but I know that it is not spring. I'm starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. But why should I have spring fever when it is not even spring? And I keep wishing I were someone else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from someone I've yet to meet. And I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams, giddy as a baby on a swing. Haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on a wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that I might as well be spring. Yes, it might as well be spring. Busy as a spider spinning daydream, giddy as a baby on a swing. Haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on a wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. And it is spring. Not that it might as well be spring. So let me say hello. Hey, Ellen. Hi. Margienne. Christine. Well, in my solitude. Yes, I should have known, Christine, you would like that song. And Frank, how are you tonight? Welcome, everybody. What I want to tell you tomorrow night, I'm previewing a new podcast by a friend of mine, Wilbur Lewis, who happens to be a man. I call him the man of all strings because he plays all the strings, but even strings that I've never heard of. Different types of lutes, different types of variations of mandolin, not violin, but everything else. And I think you'll enjoy it because he is a recent retiree who has just devoted himself more to his music than ever before. So give a listen. Allison, that's okay, Allison. You are here. Welcome from Canada. I hear it's warm up in Canada right now. So before I bring up my guest, I am going to play a new song for you. I posted this on Instagram just as I was writing it so you could see the process. And you could see that when you write a song, sometimes it comes out very, very quickly and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have a great idea, you throw it out the window. This particular song I started a long time ago with different lyrics. I called it at that time, Let's Eat In Tonight. And I made it a sexual song, which can work also. And it did work. But this time I changed it to make it Let's Eat Out Tonight since we're coming out and coming back to the new normal and starting to get out, and so this is to support our restaurants. Now let me think a minute, because it is a brand new song. Okay. I've been counting cracks on walls and floors, a solitary life behind closed doors, clearing clutter, closets, bathrooms and cupboards, any mess I could find. I need a change of scene from this quarantine. Don't care if it's Italian or French cuisine. Been waiting all year to be waiting on. Let's go. I got a one-track mind. Let's eat out tonight. Let's eat out tonight. At our favorite restaurant, dress up and do it right. Service with a smile, celebrate in style. We're gonna take our time, slowly unwind, and let it go with each and every bite. Oh baby, let's eat out tonight. I'm watching too much TV, eating too many chips, zooming and gaming, it went to my hips. Been waiting all year to be waiting on, and I'm way beyond bored. It could be a bar and grill or someplace elegant, share a sweet dessert that's decadent. Laugh and toast like we did before, drink all the wine that's poured. Let's eat out tonight. Let's eat out tonight. At our favorite restaurant, dress up and do it right. Service with a smile, celebrate in style. We're gonna take our time, slowly unwind, let it go with each and every bite. Oh baby, let's eat out tonight. Laugh and toast like we did before, drink all the wine that's poured. Let's eat out tonight. Oh, let's eat out tonight. At our favorite restaurant, dress up and do it right. I said service with a smile, celebrate in style. One more thing to ask, you gotta wear a matching mask. We're gonna take our time, slowly unwind, let it go with each and every bite. Oh baby, let's eat out tonight. So that's my song dedicated to the restaurants that need to open up. What you think? What do you think? Give me some opinions. Good, bad? You like it? Like to hear from you. So right now, my guests right now are from the restaurant Cucina 545. And these people were nice enough to loan us the restaurant. We filmed a lot of scenes in there. And so that's what I'm going to show you right now. My husband, Alfred, did the interview. This is a different format right now, so I'll be watching it with you. Let's see if this works. Share video. Open.
Here we are, folks. Cucina 545. a beautiful restaurant with the owner, Giacomo and Roberto. These two gentlemen I owe a lot to because they gave us their place, the patio outside, to shoot the whole film, table scenes of Does the Band Eat? And I thank you, Roberto. And you also had an acting part in it too, and so did you.
Correct.
You were a little stiff, but you did all right.
We tried.
Well, you tried hard. Good. Roberto,
Yes.
what's going on?
Well, we certainly appreciated that you filmed the movie here. Everyone seemed to be very happy, all the actors. We met just an array of personalities, which I still find so very interesting. They were so very nice people. And they all enjoyed the food,
They sure did.
as Giacomo prepared it for them.
When we finish, you guys fed us.
As far as the business, we're dealing with the COVID-19, as everyone is, and the restaurant business is pretty difficult. Has been and continues to be, and we're hopeful as we move to the vaccines and we move to outside dining again, that things will pick up nicely.
How you dealing with it, Giacomo?
Guess it's everybody's issue. It's a little rough, once you're used to having certain numbers of people in crowd on a Saturday night, Friday night, sometime during the week, all of a sudden you find yourself with nobody coming in at the beginning of the pandemic. As we, I should say, get along, it's incrementing business a little bit at a time, but not as much as we had back in the days. We're trying to aim to have our, full capacity, law permitting,
I think it's
want to
gonna
go
happen.
back
It's
to
gonna happen.
our 80, 90 people on a Saturday night. It was interesting.
And we do here specials in terms of the evening. First of all, we do specials for every week, but then we do certain holidays or special ones. We have a steak night coming up.
I heard that's all sold out. I know I'm coming to that. I love that.
It's all
steak
sold
night.
out. We also do what we call regional nights or special nights. We just did seafood night a few weeks ago. That was great.
How could you go wrong with an 18-ounce cowboy steak?
Well,
I'm not even a cowboy, but I'll finish it.
well, you're going to try. And Giacomo used to be an executive chef at a steakhouse. So your steaks are going to be prepared by somebody who knows how to cook steaks.
Okay. Giacomo, what's your background? I know you're an executive chef, and you really cook your ass off. I love it. I love what you do.
Well, I actually came from Italy 1993 in December. I had worked in a couple places, from catering houses to restaurant, before I landed over here with Bob. I do definitely met Roberto, say what, 20, well, I just did a 21st anniversary, so
It's at least
21, 22 years that I know
Wow.
Roberto. I met him when he was a customer at Due Nicole in Little Falls, and I was one of the chefs over there with friends. And I should say that's how we started a relationship, me and him. Then, he went his way. Once in a while, we would catch up, see each other. I worked in a steakhouse after that for about 5 years down in the Hamilton and Ward. After that, I came out and I had the opportunity to get together with Bob in this venture over here with Cucina 545. And, we have a good relationship.
Rest is history.
We're
It's
aiming-
working.
The rest is history.
It's working. And besides them giving the restaurant for us to do the movie, I gave them both a part in the movie. And we're going to show that right now, your part and your part. Take a look. This is a story based on true events. How 6 friends survived the music business and made a living for over 60 years without a hit record.
Hi, Roberto.
Hi, Alessandria.
Nice to see you too. This is Claire.
Nice to meet you.
Cavalucci, l'ottavo.
Thank you for coming and our salute.
Cent'anni, salute.
Roberto, not only the owner, he's my cousin. I don't know whether you people know that or not. And he always had this dream. Ray used to talk about it all the time because we go to New York restaurant after restaurant, and it was always your dream. Tell us about it.
We spent a lot of time in restaurants over our years. Practically in Little Italy, when it was Little Italy, we practically lived there once or twice a week, almost every week. So my beloved brother, Michael, is not with us now, Alfredo, we oftentimes on Saturday afternoon, you'd catch us on Mulberry Street. And we really liked the food, and so it sort of compounded in terms of even when my work environment, people used to come to me for recommendations about where to go to a restaurant because they knew we went to places that served good food. So it was always my hope and dream that I would one day maybe be able to get in that business, and that happened. Slowly, it's something we always wanted to do, and then it actually happened. And then no regrets, really.
And not to forget, we're located in northern New Jersey, actually in Totowa. The address is 545 Union Boulevard. It is actually at the end, the name of the restaurant, Cucina, Cinque Quattro Cinque, as people say in Italian.
So,
Let's toast to that.
salute to
The
everyone.
friendship.
This is the first time I'm using that format. So I will tell you that what they have is authentic Italian. You can go to a lot of places and get pasta, different dishes, our favorite dishes. But what they do is a different variety, and especially when they do regional cooking. Now, some of you may be watching that terrific special with Stanley Tucci on CNN, Discovering Italy or something like that, where he goes to all the different regions. He went to Rome, Bologna, Sicily, um, Tuscany, and found the best places to go for the authentic meals there. And the one thing that they told me on that show that still surprises me is that all the meals that we love from Italy are really from the poor people. The poor people are the ones that invented how can you take flour and water, make pasta, and come up with all these terrific sauces. And Giacomo has been there. He is authentic, and that's what we look forward to that whenever we go. Also, we had a ball there when we were filming. So I have one more song for Roberto because this is one of his favorite songs. And Christine, I know you know it, and some of you, Allison, you probably know it too. So it's when I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. How the fuck would I know? No, that's not what he said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours, you see. Que sera, sera. Doris Day, you're right. What will be, will be. Actually, it was in Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Man Who Knew Too Much. Doris Day, you're right. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? And I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours, you see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. What will be, will be. That was a gift to Roberto because that was one of the favorite songs of his mother, Eunice. So listen, that's the end of the show. I thank you all for coming. I had a good time, and I am doing these shows every 2 weeks now, not every Monday. So I will be taking next week off, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Pass the word around and share it to your friends so we can start to build up this community. If you have special requests, like especially standards, because I do know a lot of standards, and songs from the 50s, because you know I worked with the Duprees for 10 years, and I work with a lot of those oldies groups, so I know a lot of them too. I'd be happy to do them for you, mix them up with my original songs. Oh, Roberto's on. Let's see what he says. Love you. Yeah. Yeah, I gave you some of the gifts. You think I remember people's favorite songs. I may not always remember their name, but I do remember their favorite songs. Thanks again. Be well. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for coming.